does the policy, I'm guessing we're asking about your policies rather than anybody else's, but does the policy include coverage for public liability in case of accidents or injuries that occur on the practice premises?
Yes, it does. We were vaguely talking about this a little earlier as well. If you're in premises, if you're in a clinic, then you've probably got some form of clinic insurance. And so that would typically cover the person who walked in through the front door and tripped over a cable or whatever it might be. Nothing to do with you providing the treatment.
Right.
On the other hand, if they're now in the waiting room and you're asking them to come and get on the couch and they trip over something you've left on the floor, at that point in time, the treatment has, for all intents and purposes, begun. So, yep, it would be covered in that circumstance. You've got to be a little bit careful to make sure you've got both in place.
This is public liability and malpractice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, the policy that we provide covers both, but it won't run as far as doing property owner's liability. So if someone walks in through the door and catches their jacket on a nail that's stuck out from the wall, that won't be covered under your clinic policy because it's the person who owns the property who's responsible.
Okay.
So there are some fairly clear lines to be drawn.
What's the policy that does cover people ripping their coats on a nail?
It depends on who owns the property or whether or not the property owner is the same as the occupier, or if the occupier then has signed a lease saying that he's responsible for the property.
Let's say that they are the owner or they have accepted responsibility for the property, which I suspect
then they would have, well, you would automatically, if you own a building and there's a clinic inside it, you'll insure the building.
Right.
That building would give you property owner's liability cover, and that would then cover any injuries to individuals caused as a result of the property rather than as your clinical occupation.
Yeah, I thought we were going to struggle to come up with things to talk about in this show. But I was thinking, I think we all know what malpractice insurance is. I'm staggered that I had no idea about these nuances within different types of policy and, when my malpractice cover is in force effectively. I thought that was just if I break someone's neck doing a manipulation badly. But no, tripping over the cables in the treatment room is also there.